I had two dreams when I was 18. One was to be an artist and the other was to be a jazz musician. And by the time I went out to California for a semester and listened to some jazz musicians out there on the campus in the music department, I knew I was not going to be a jazz musician. My family was totally supported me. My sisters love it that I'm an artist. My mother and my father were always very supportive. My father died just as I graduated from college, but my mother was always there. Her house, of course, is full of old paintings. It's like having a telescope and you can look out and you see meaning in everything. You experience life through your eyes, and seeing things makes everything more meaningful than just hearing about them. The great sadness of living in the West is nothing stays the way you remember it, and Phoenix is still doing that. It's not a criticism, it's just the way it is. People leave the East and they come West. There's promise out here. Being selected for, it was called the Western States Biennial. Ron Hickman, who was the director of the Phoenix Art Museum back in those days, picked me and Fritz Scholder and Beth Ames Swartz as the people to be included in the Western States Biennial from the state of Arizona. And my painting of Torrewheat Cliffs, actually, done at Torrewheat Point on the Grand Canyon, was purchased by one of the sponsors of the exhibit for the Smithsonian Institution. And that was probably the most exciting thing in my career. I know that if I got in my car now and went somewhere out on the edge of town and watched the sky, I'd come home a slightly changed person for the better. I'm as comfortable sleeping on the ground in the middle of the desert as I am sleeping in the woods, in the mountains, or in my own bedroom. You know, it doesn't matter. And days that I'm indoors, I feel like I'm being kept from fully experiencing my life. I was encouraged as a new brain to do my thing here, and I think I brought energy to the art community. And I don't want to brag that I was able to make art a more important part of city life here. I hope that I made this state more interesting to live in by making images that expose what's here.